I had somebody just came up to me while I was working, and I do makeup as a career, and I was doing for this celebrity, and she sat beside me during like our lunch break, and she was like, she looked at me and she looked up and down. She's like, "Why do you make yourself become this fat?" Okay, I'll start. Okay. Whoa, okay. When you were younger, how did you compare yourself to others?
Oh my gosh. To be honest, I didn't really compare myself to people. It was mostly my parents doing the comparing. If it's not my parents, it's always my friends for some reason. Like they felt that they had the right to compare me to other people. There was one comment that got me, like it kind of like hit me quite hard in a way because right, I was actually going through depression through that point of period. And I knew that I put on a significant amount of weight also, like in my last year of secondary school. So when I came, right, he just kind of like, he said in front of the whole class, like, "Hey, Isabelle, you got fatter, yeah."
Wow. Oh, I feel you. I feel you. I mean, like, I remember when I was, like, I had so many remarks when I was in school about people, like, saying, "Oh, like, you need to lose weight. You can't even fit, like, to, this size." And then, like, I gotta say, not even just as friends, but, like, family itself pressurizing you to, like, lose weight, and like you look so much prettier if you just lose a bit of weight, and then you eventually come to a point where you kind of just accept things as they are.
Have you ever been body shamed?
A lot. Like till now when I go to work, I had somebody just came up to me while I was working, and I do makeup as a career, and I was doing for this celebrity, and she sat beside me during like our lunch break, and she was like, she looked at me and she looked up and down. She's like, "Why do you make yourself become this fat?" And I was like, Are you kidding?" I didn't know how to react.
My brain died a little.
I was like, I didn't know how to react because like I was just sitting there doing my own thing, and somebody just comes and sit beside you. By the way, I was like doing her makeup. I don't think she realized that I'm the makeup artist. Like she's gonna be on camera, and I been body shamed so much. Even when I do all this press that for my campaign called The Body Within, people still come up to me and tell me that the only reason why you should be fat is if you have hypothyroidism or this medical condition. Otherwise, you're just promoting obesity.
Oh my gosh. I do a bit of nude modeling as well, or like implied nude and boudoir also. So like the reason I do that, right, is because like, you know what, I grew up without having anyone or like a variety of like body shapes and sizes to look at. So I want to put myself out there and let people know that if you look a certain way, it's fine. You can accept it now, and then you learn how to be a better person from there. So but the thing is that when I started doing that, right, the body shaming came in quite bad because like, I would receive messages like, "Hey, you don't look like your photos, yeah, you're actually very fat from behind." And I was just like telling my boyfriend like, I don't know if this even goes into body shaming anymore, because the person was still consistently sending me texts like, so if I'm fat and ugly like this, right, means I can also go and take photos. So I was just like, I mean, I think a lot of people online don't realize that they should think twice about the things before they say or like they comment.
What do your family and friends think about the shape of your body, like then versus now?
I definitely know my family, like especially my mom's side, right? Even though I haven't talked to her in years, there was a period of time where she said like, "Oh, you know you look so much better when you were younger. If only you knew how to control your diet. And if you only knew how to control like how much you exercise and things like this." But I mean, I looked better last time, but I felt like shit. But currently, like, yeah, I do not fit certain standards, but I feel so much better about myself now.
I mean, Indian families, I gotta say, like, they were just like, every auntie, every uncle will just come to you and tell you, "Oh my god, the last time I saw you, you were so much more skinnier, and then like now, like what happened, what did you do?" And I'll be like, actually what? I always tell them straight up, actually I've been eating healthy and working out. It's just the way I look. When it comes to family, they always feel like it's okay to say whatever they want because
they
it's
feel
family.
that they can be as harsh as possible for some reason. I
Yeah.
was like, why? Where did they come from?
Without thinking like how
Yeah.
will you feel? And
Oh
it's
my
like
gosh.
really it becomes toxic, and to be honest, I think that's where our insecurity even begins. What was the meanest or the most absurd comment you've heard about your body? Well, this is gonna
Flips
be
through the
interesting.
options because I post more risky photos and also on my Instagram. One of them actually came into my DMs and said, I don't understand why you're posting such photos. Is that you're doing it for the attention and then you end up hating it. I'm not doing it just for myself, you know. I'm doing it to show people that you can look a certain way and you can still love yourself.
Yeah. In situations where if someone comes to you and tells you something that breaks you, you can either educate them and tell them exactly why that was offensive, or you can just walk away and know that this person's not worth your time. Yeah. All right. What is the best thing you've done to your body? Ooh, good question.
I know this will sound very weird, but it's getting tattoos on my body.
That is cool.
Because like I have very low tolerance for pain, mentally and physically. So I'm like, you know what? The fact that I don't like my body so much, right? Because like it's not just the shape and the size of it. It's because when I put on weight, I had a lot of stretch marks. And to be honest, I really, really hated the stretch marks also because like it even came to a point where my dad commented when he saw me changing, right? Then he was like, why you got all this thing here? Very ugly eh. Like it affected me so much and also. So like I think the best thing that I did to my body was actually getting all these tattoos also. Like I know it's a cheap way of feeling validated, but I felt very pretty you know, when I started getting all these tattoos. It's like, these things can look nice on my body too, you know. It doesn't always just have to look nice on like a smaller size or like a slimmer girl.
I guess for me, I'd say is the best thing I've done to my body is accepting it the way it is and listening to my body, like finding out what kind of food I can eat and what kind of food I can't eat, and also like shopping for my size.
Oh my
You
gosh,
know,
yes.
that is so like liberating. It just makes you
Yeah.
feel so much more better as a person. Like it's so great to know that you have your size exists,
Yeah.
and knowing that this is how clothes are supposed to look on you.
When was the moment in time when you begin to accept yourself and the way your body looks?
I'm going to start a bit on when I started hating myself a lot, which was when I was 13 years old. But at the age of 18, 19, I kind of finally accepted my body slowly. I wouldn't say that, like, you know, suddenly I just felt like I woke up one day and I'll be like, wow, you know, this is just too much nonsense. No, I mean, when I was 19, I went through so much to kind of understand my body and see, like, what can I do to embrace this. And every day is, I'm not gonna lie, even till now, even though I advocate for body neutrality and I try to listen to other women's stories, I'm not gonna put up the false image of saying that I wake up feeling good about myself or feeling okay. I have to put the effort to make myself feel good, make myself feel like normal and not be overly negative about the way I look. Oh, I love this question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
If I'm not doing, like, posting these kind of photos online, right, I see myself trying to join movements or, like, joining other people also lah. I want to be able to, like, put myself out there, like, okay, even though I'm done posting photos of myself, at least I am able to, like, talk to people now. Like, I'm able to fully open up and, like, hey, I cannot understand the situation that you're going through, but I know the intensity of it. Yeah.
It's amazing. I mean, my goals are pretty much similar to yours. From, I guess, 5 years, in 5 years' time, I'm looking to really expand the body within movement to schools. I think schools are a pretty important
schools need it.
important thing, you know, and I just want to talk about knowing exactly, giving all these young girls an understanding of what your potential is and not, just putting yourself down all the time, and how do you deal with your insecurities and start, just having these girls have a healthier mindset of themselves.
What is your name?
Oh yeah, you're asking me. I'm like, I'm waiting for you to introduce. Well, my name is Mary Victor. Do I have to tell like what I do?
You can just introduce yourself to each other.
Okay.
I'm Isabelle.
Isabelle.
Yeah.
I'm Mary. Nice to meet you.
We're not strangers anymore.
Not strangers.
How was that experience for you guys?
I had fun.
I had a lot of fun. Like, it was intense but fun.
Like, it's nice to have someone to talk about issues
Yeah.
like this. I mean, it's good. Like, I didn't know that what you were doing before, and
Yeah.
so it's nice to know like everything about you. It's amazing. It
Same here.
inspires me too.
Yeah. I think also like, because then again, like everything, talking to strangers is all done online now, to be very, very real.
Yeah.
So like coming here and talking to a person face to face, like physically seeing and like talking and all, right, it feels pretty good. Like
It really
liberating in a
does.
way almost, yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we'll just go work out.